Good evening, Mr. Vincent. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to show people how to turn off motion smooth. Would you stop doing that?
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. As I was saying, your mission is to show people how to turn off motion smoothing on their TVs. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Oh, come on, not the OLED.
I just finished calibrating it. Hello everyone, Vincent here from HDTV Test here. I'm a TV reviewer and professional calibrator. Earlier this month, Tom Cruise and Chris McQuarrie put out a video urging people to Google how to turn off motion smoothing on their individual TV brands. Tom and Chris, I've got your back, mate, because I've been spending the past couple of weeks getting in review samples from different TV manufacturers in the United Kingdom, so I can make this video to show people exactly how to turn off motion interpolation and preserve the 24p film look on their TVs. Now, the television samples I received are all 2018 models, but hopefully you'll still find this video useful even if you have an older TV. Because I'm not only a display calibrator by profession, I'm also a video enthusiast first and foremost. Maintaining the film look is a subject that's very close to my heart, since I'm always seeking to watch movies in a manner that's intended by the directors and the producers. High-quality movies are generally filmed at 24 frames per second, and preserving the surreal, dreamy, slightly blurry look that is provided by 24p frame rate is key to delivering a cinematic viewing experience. Most modern televisions have motion compensated frame interpolation or MCFI switched on by default out of the box. While motion interpolation can reduce motion blur, unfortunately, it can also destroy the very fabric that defines film, causing movies to look like they're shot on a cheap camcorder, resembling a soap opera such as EastEnders, Coronation Street, or Emmerdale we get in the UK. Hence the term soap opera effect, commonly used to describe the hyper-real, overly smooth effect of motion interpolation. No offense to any soap fans out there, but you don't go to the cinema to watch EastEnders, so let's turn off motion interpolation to enjoy movies the way they are meant to be enjoyed. Even if, for some strange reason, you like the soap opera effect or SOE, there's another reason to switch off motion interpolation altogether. As the name suggests, motion interpolation inserts artificial frames between the original video frames, and because guesswork is involved, some artifacts are unavoidable. I'm using this beautiful slow panning shot from Mission Impossible Fallout as an example. With motion interpolation engaged, not only is the footage overly smooth and lacking in cinematic feel, there's also visible shimmering around the building, and Tom Cruise disappears from time to time, which I'm sure is not what the director intended. So when you're watching a movie, please, 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 turn off motion smoothing to get the truest, most cinematic experience. But before you rush off to disable the first picture setting that sounds like motion interpolation on your TV, there are a couple of things you need to know. First, different manufacturers use different names for their respective motion interpolation technology. But don't worry, in this video I will show you the exact setting you need to adjust, at least for the more popular TV brands. Perhaps more importantly, sometimes turning off the motion setting completely is not the right thing to do, because it will actually introduce more judder than is necessary by disabling 5.5 pull-down on a 120Hz panel too. So without further ado, here's how to turn off motion smoothing on the 6 TV brands I managed to get my hands on in the UK in alphabetical order. Long press the settings button on the remote control to get into the picture menu, and then click on picture mode settings. Scroll all the way down to picture options. Turn true motion off. Press the menu button on your remote control. go down to Intelligent Frame Creation, turn it off. Press the settings button on your remote control. Go to Picture Settings. Click on it. Go to Expert Mode Settings. Click on it. Go to Motion Styles. Click on it. And then change it to off. Now, because this Philips TV that I'm using for this video is a 60Hz panel, you'll see a bit more judder than what you would normally see on a 120Hz panel with correct 5.5 pull down. So if you want to smooth it out, then you would unfortunately have to engage frame interpolation by going into Expert Mode Settings and then change the motion style to personal, and then under natural motion change it to minimum. So this will give you the lowest intensity of motion interpolation to smooth out the footage while keeping motion interpolation artifacts and also the soap opera effect to a minimum. You can still see it there, but because this is a 60Hz panel, we'll have to do this. If you own a 120Hz Philips TV, such as the OLEDs like the 803, 903, 9002, then all you need to do is to turn motion styles to movie. Press the home button on your remote control. Go to Settings, click, and then go to Expert Settings. Go down to Auto Motion Plus Settings, click on it. Now, some people think that to remove soap opera effect, all you need to do is to turn it off. But if you actually turn it off, what will happen is that even on this Samsung Q8DN, which is a 120Hz panel, it will disable 5.5 pull down, which means that this slow panning shot will actually show some telecinic judder, which shouldn't be present. So the correct thing that you need to do is to go into the settings again, and then go to Expert Settings, go down to Auto Motion Plus Settings, and then what you need to do is to engage Custom Auto Motion Plus Settings, which will open up a sub-menu allowing you to adjust the blur reduction and judder reduction separately. So what you need to do is to reduce judder reduction all the way to 0. Get out from here. And this will correctly reproduce the 24p cadence with 5.5 pull down applied, so that 24 frames per second movies look as smooth as they can be without telecinic judder or soap opera effect or interpolation artifacts. Press the Action menu button on the remote control, click on Picture, click on Advanced Settings, go to Motion, turn Motion Flow off, and turn Film Mode off. I would like to thank my client Leigh Weston for letting me film this segment on his Sony AF9, which I've calibrated. Thanks, Leigh. There's no motion interpolation technology available on the TCL DP648 I'm using for this video, so it doesn't exhibit soap opera effect even in the standard picture mode out of the box. And the beautiful thing is, even though the TCL DP648 only has a 60Hz panel, it refreshes at 48Hz during playback of 24 frames per second films, so 24p cadence is reproduced accurately without telecinic judder. This is the only 2018 television we've encountered to correctly deliver a cinematic look out of the box without user intervention. So well done, TCL. To wrap up, I'd like to thank these manufacturers for loaning me these TVs for the production of this video. Of course, there are other things you should be doing to reproduce the creator's intent, such as turning off noise reduction to preserve film grain, or getting your TV calibrated so that its colors come close to those seen on the reference broadcast monitors used by colorists to grade movies. But those are topics for another day. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and subscribe to the HDTV Test YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.